Hi guys, for math today, we're going to be reviewing an important skill that we learned in fourth grade that we might not have practiced very much recently, and that is two-digit by two-digit multiplication. Remember, we learned many methods for two-digit by two-digit multiplication. However, the one we're going to focus on today is the shortcut or the standard algorithm. When we do two-digit by two-digit multiplication, it's important to know that you need to multiply all parts of both numbers by the other part of the other number. So for example, I'm going to need to do the ones times the ones, 3 times 2. I'm also going to need to do the ones times the tens, 3 times 30. Then I'm going to need to multiply the tens by the ones, 4 times 2, or 40 times 2. And then I'm going to need to multiply the tens times the tens, 40 times 30. When I do that, I'm going to end up with two partial products that I'm then going to add together. So I'm sure that you remember our two-digit by two-digit multiplication cheer. We said, and I want you to say it with me at home, even though it might feel cheesy, ones times the ones times the tens, X's and O's. Remember, we put that 0 down on the bottom. And then we go tens times the ones, tens times the tens, add them up, bow tie. So let's practice that. Make sure you've got your pencil and paper ready to do this along with me. Or if you have a whiteboard and marker at home, that works great. If you don't have it, press pause on the video until you do. Okay, here we go. Draw the lines with me as well. Ones times the ones. So I've got 3 times 2, and that's 6 ones. And so this is in the one spot. Then I do ones times the tens. 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is what? 6. Now, really, it was 3 times 30, which would be 60. But since we already put the number for the ones, that 6 or 60 is already in the 10 spot. So we've already done the problem, 3 times 32, for our first partial product, 66. Then we do X's. Now, I didn't make any new groups in this problem, but I'm still going to put my X up there to show that I remembered that. X's and O's. Now I'm shifting to the next problem. 40 times 32. Now, since it's 40 for tens, I put the 0 there to make sure that my answer will be in the 10 spot, because when I multiply tens times ones, I get tens. 4 times 2, 8. 40 times 20, 80, right? Then I'm multiplying tens by tens, which is going to give me hundreds, and I'll already be in the 100 spot. 4 times 3, 7, 700s. Add them up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. That's 4 tens and 1 new 100. And 7 plus 1 is 8. And then I make sure, bow tie, I'm going to check that I multiplied all parts of my partial products, or my partial factors. And I got 846 for my total. So let's do some additional practice here. Let's go ahead and write another problem. This time we'll use some bigger numbers in which we'll make some new groups. Here, let me turn that a little bit. That bright window made it hard to see. Okay, so let's get a little bit bigger numbers here. We've got 96 times 37. And we're going to follow all the same parts. We're going to say our cheer as we go. Ready? Ones times the ones. Well, what's 6 times 7? Let's sing the 7 song. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. The lizard likes to live where the weather's hot and dry. 42. Stop there. That's 42. 42 means I'll have 4 tens and 2 ones. I only want to write down the ones, right? I'm going to save the tens to add in, because when I multiply ones by tens, I'll get more tens. Next, 7 times 9. We can use our nines trick. Put up all my fingers, put down my 7th finger. I have 6, 3 for 63, plus 4 more is 67. 67 tens does give me hundreds, right? It's 6 hundreds and 7 tens. So I have my first partial product where I multiplied 7 times 96 to get 672. X's and O's. Now I'm moving on to the second partial product where I'm going to be multiplying 30 by 96. So we start the tens times the ones. I'm going to draw my line. 3 times 6 is 18. 18 tens, which will give me 8 tens and one new 100. And I'll put my 100 off to the side there. Then I last multiply tens by tens, 3 times 9. 3 times 9 is 27, plus one more. Check that off. 27, 28, 2, 8. 2800s, right, is 2000s and 800s. Then I'm going to be adding up my partial products. 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 8 is 15, right? That's 5 tens and one new 100. I'm going to add the 8 and the 1 first to make 9, and then I know 9 plus 6 is 15. 500s, one new 1,000, and 1 plus 2 is 3. And then don't forget to put your comma in between the thousands and the 100. 3,552. Let's do one more practice. I'll do a little less talking this time and pause in between to give you a chance to be doing it first and then check your work with me. Okay, so let's do the problem. 43 times 58. Okay. So as you know, what do we do first? We're going to start with the smallest place value so we can add in our partial products as we go. 8 times 3. Yep, that's 24, right? 2 tens, 4 ones. Okay. Now let's do our next part. We're going to do ones times the tens. 8 times 4 plus 2 more. You should have gotten 34. So I'm going to write 3, 4. Now I'm done with that first part, so we know we do X's and O's. Okay. Now I'm moving on to the tens times the ones and the tens times the tens. So let's draw our line. 5 times 3. Yeah, you're right, it's 15. That's one new 100 and 5 tens. And our last step, 5 times 4. 20. Don't forget the extra 1. I'm going to check it off to show I used it. 21. Good. And then finally, let's add our partial products. $2,494. Good job, guys. Now I want you to get onto IXL and practice those 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication problems. The exact number will be written in the assignment section that goes along with this video. Thanks.